Aloha from Hawaii. Ahi from Palau. Hula from Fiji. Hapane, Guam, Mariana Islands. Yakwe from Marshall Islands. Yorana from Tahiti. Kiora from New Zealand. Kia Yorana from the Cook Islands. Manoa Delay from the Kingdom of Tonga. And Talofa from the islands of Samoa. Well, it is good to be back with everybody today, and this is the School Talk Story with Dr. T show. Yeah, we've been having some interesting things streaming lately, so let me see if any of this works. It's very strange. Yeah, it looks like that one seemed to work. Okay. But again, this is the School Talk Story show, and I'm posting up here in the chat where you can find some of the things for this program, including the music and so forth. But yeah, last week we were having some trouble even getting the music to appear on the show. So let me know if for some reason you can't hear something. Let me know, because didn't really know what was happening last week. Very strange. And when you try to contact the company, you only reach AI. That's not Twitch, but another company. Okay. But anyway, good to see everybody. And again, we will continue now with our program. But let me share with you a few things here. First of all, I want to take a look at, we're going to be talking about the island of Samoa today. So great to see the island. There's the map of the island, and then the beautiful flag of Samoa. But Samoa used to be called Western Samoa, but now it is called Samoa today. And in 1997, it became the independent state of Samoa. And there are two main islands. So let me pull up the map here. Yeah, that should be the map for you. So they are Savaii and Upolu. Those are the main islands. Yeah, it's not too far from Papua New Guinea. Huh? And the capital is Apia. And there are 6 other islands in Samoa. 2 are inhabited. It is about 40 miles from American Samoa, not too far. 552 miles from Tonga, and 2,600 miles from Hawaii. And there are over 205,500 people that live in Samoa. Yeah. But again, let me share with you a picture of the beautiful islands. You'll really like it. Yeah, very beautiful. Most of my family is from American Samoa, but I do have some in Samoa as well. Yeah, it is great again, everybody, to share this with all of you. And let us move on now. It's time for the part of the program where some of you like to disappear. All right, but let me go to that part. Yeah, we're going to share our screen here, everybody. Like I said, some of you like to disappear during this part. So try not to disappear. Try to stay with us. But this is M Pine's Facebook group. Again, NPINE stands for the National Pacific Islander Education Network. Let me show you some pictures. We had a great opportunity to participate in the City of Lakewood's Memorial Day celebration on May 25th. And Memorial Day in the United States of America, this is where they recognize the veterans, again, those who have served their country. So we had a very nice program. This was the keynote speaker. He was a retired captain. Let me see what else. Yeah, that might be about it for our pictures. All right. But we did get to hear from the fantastic mayor of Lakewood, Cassandra Chase. Very nice to hear from her. When we heard from a very nice choir, a cappella women's choir. So again, a great opportunity to hear from everybody at the Memorial Day celebration. And again, thanks to all those who have served. Now, this announcement here, yep, there's the ladies. There's Miss Nani and also our fantastic teacher there. And we do have the NPINE Awards program. The application is deadline is June the 12th. Yeah, some of you haven't applied yet. But this is a great way to, again, recognize students, educators, school leaders, community members who are NPINE Awards and Scholarships program. And we do have some specific scholarships for those interested in the medical profession, as well as the performing arts profession. So you can go here, and this will give you more information. You can also look it up on our website. And yeah, the Utah Samoan Heritage Festival, July the 16th. Yeah, they're going to have the Aloha 15s rugby tournament. Amazing. All right, so I think that's it for that portion. I'm now going to go to our website. So let me stop and go to the website, everybody. Yep, that should be it. So this should take you to the NPINE website, everybody. All right. Let me go to the beginning of our slideshow here. This year, these are some of the sponsors of our recent golf tournament. And our big sponsors. Yeah, good to see everybody. Our golfers from San Diego. We also had golfers in Los Angeles, Riverside, and 4 teams at Long Beach. Yeah, good to see a San Diego team. We also remembered the islands which were affected by the typhoon. I got to tell our webmaster he spelled typhoon wrong. Typhoon. Very sad. Typhoon Sinlaku. That's affected Guam, Commonwealth of Northern Mariana Islands, Chuuk. Many of the islands there in Micronesia have been affected. And let me see. This is very important. I want to show you the NPINE Miniature Golf Tournament. Yeah, I'm going to point out there it says final report. I don't know why. So we haven't had it yet. But you can play your game anytime between July 13th to August 14th. And if you are in the LA area, join us at Golf and Stuff on August the 14th. So again, golfers and sponsors, just click here and you can register for the tournament. Yep, that'll take you to this, and you can also become a sponsor for the tournament, everybody. But these are our sponsors so far, so thank you very much to everybody. And we also have here just some ideas on some other miniature golf courses where you can play this. So these are throughout America there. So take a look at that. Also, someone says, well, I don't know how to do miniature golf. Can I do big golf? Of course. You can play at any big golf course as well. And again, register here, send us the information, and we will welcome you. Also, we have information on the 25th Annual Education Conference, which will be at Odyssey STEM Academy, which is in Lakewood, California. So Alicia McGoffin is the principal there. We look forward to being at the, again, Odyssey STEM Academy. So here's some more information on that. And if you click here, you can register on Eventbrite. Yeah, we've already had some folks register already, everybody. So take some time again to look at that. And let me see what else we have here. I think we did all that. We discussed that. Let me pull up finally our generous business partners. We thank all of them for all that they do. Yeah, there's Uncle Abe. Yeah, there's Delphina. I was with her in Sacramento recently. But these, again, are all of our many sponsors that help us and support us. We are members of the Love Catalina Chamber on Catalina Island and the Bellflower Chamber of Commerce. The Utah Pacific Islander Chamber is another big supporter of ours. Again, everybody, thanks to everybody out there. Yeah, Bushfire Grill, that's where we had our luncheon for our recent golf tournament. All right, enough on that, everybody. But thanks to all of you. We appreciate your support. Yeah, I think we lost some people, but that always happens during the announcements, everybody. All right. Well, enough of those announcements, everybody. It is now time for ukulele class, so I'm going to move our background here so you can see me a little better. Again, everybody get out your ukulele. We've been working on this song, The Banana Boat. And again, let me just review with you. We did the C chord, which is your third finger on string 4, fret number 3. And then we also learned the G7 chord, which is what I call the triangle. So first finger, string 3, second finger, string 2, third stringer, string 4. So remember, we go C, G7, C, C, G7, C. Yeah, we're not going to do it again because we've done that for 2 weeks now. All right, everybody. But let us take a look now, everybody. We're going to pull out the old baritone ukulele. Yeah, here it is. Yeah, here's the old baritone. So remember, the baritone is very unique because it sounds like the last 4 strings of a regular old guitar. Yeah. So let me share with you the 2 chords we're going to learn. They are the same as the ukulele, but that was the soprano ukulele. This is the baritone ukulele. That's what we call this big instrument, the baritone. It's big. So our first chord is called C, and again, we tune our baritone ukulele like this. D, G, B, E, D, G, B, E. My dog has fleas. Okay. Yep, so that's how you remember that. D, G, B, E. So, on our chord chart, again, I have up here D, G, B, E. I have here G, C, E, A. That's for the soprano, okay? But string 1, 2, 3, and 4. So your first finger is on string 3, and your second is on string number 1. So that's called the baritone C chord. But it's amazing, everybody, because this is exactly the same as the F chord on the soprano, okay? So exactly the same. Very interesting, everybody. Yep, very, very interesting. So here we go, everybody. So again, get your baritone, first finger string 3, just like you're playing an F on the soprano, and second finger is on string 1. All right, so that is again the C on the baritone. Now, the next one, everybody, is the G7, as you know, but on the baritone, it is a lot easier. Yeah, you'll like it. It's basically the same as a C7 on the soprano. So again, your first finger is on string 4, fret 1. So let's try that here. C7. So C. C7. And C. G7. All right, so again, think baritone here, because we are playing the baritone, not the soprano. Let's give it a go, everybody. So we'll start off with the C, G7. So C, G7, C. One more time. C, G7, C. Here we go. Day-o, day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Taliban, Taliban, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Taliban, Taliban, daylight coming, we want to go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch, daylight coming, we want to go home. 6 foot, 7 foot, 8 foot bunch, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Taliban, Taliban, daylight coming, we want to go home. Come, Mr. Taliban, Taliban, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day-o, day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Day is a day-o, daylight coming, we want to go home. Daylight coming, we want to go home. All right, everybody, that again was our fantastic baritone ukulele. As you can see, it is much larger than the soprano. So yeah, look at those sizes. Yeah, much larger. But keep working on those. We appreciate that. All right, everybody. Well, it's time for a little school talk here. So let's do some talk story here for a while. So this is the time in the program, everybody, that you all know that we do our stretching and breathing. So again, take some nice stretches there, and then deep breathe in, nice and deep through the stomach, and breathe out, and breathe in again, and breathe out. Yeah. All right, everybody. So good work. So let me share the following with you, and then we're going to play another song. So today's topic, let me just double check it here, is on, yeah, that's what I thought. It is on laughter. Yeah, keep laughing there. So here's what it says about laughter, everybody. It says, you've heard it said that laughter is the best medicine. Yeah, it's true. It boosts our moods, improves our immune systems, reduces anxiety, lowers our blood pressure, and helps us connect in relationships. Yeah, imagine that. So that is laughter, everybody. So what memories do you have of laughter, either growing up or later in life? And what made those moments special to you? So yeah, think about that, everybody. Laughter. Well, we're going to do a funny song. It's called Zippity-Doo-Dah. Okay, here we go. This is by Ray Gilbert and Ali Rubel. Here we go. 5, 5, 6, here we go. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Oh my, what a wonderful day. Plenty of sunshine heading my way. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Mr. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Mrs. Bluebird on my shoulder. It's the truth, it's actual. Everything is satisfaction. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-yay. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. Wonderful feeling, wonderful day. All right, everybody. Zippity-doo-dah. That's a funny song, huh? All right. Well, good. We've got another song coming up here in a minute, but before we do that, let me share a little more talk story with you, because again, this is a show to help everybody out. This is part of what we call our self-care Talanoa, everybody. Talanoa means to talk story. Yeah, we could all use some of that. All right, well, let me keep talk story here. All right. Well, the first part of our talk story is about this topic. I like to call it struggles. So yeah, we all struggle, everybody. And sometimes these struggles may take place due to what we call a lack of communication. Now, let me see if we have our slide up here or not. No, we don't. So I'm going to look for it here, everybody. So hang in there with me as I look. Okay, I know it's in here somewhere. Okay, here we go. I knew we had it. Good. So you should be able to see that, everybody. What that is, that's our stress level chart. So let me move my head here so you can see a little better. But if you can see the stress level chart, we have green, yellow, orange, and red, everybody. Okay. So green, yellow, orange, and red. As you can see, green means confident and ready. Yellow means tense and worried. Orange, exhausted and ill. Red, hopeless and overwhelmed. Yeah. So if you're getting into orange and red, make sure that you call the numbers that we have posted up there in the chat, everybody. The calhope.org and also the 833 number. Those are very, very important. Yeah, let me see what happened to our other number, everybody. And none of you ever lose things, right? All right, let me find our other number here. Yep, here it is. Okay. So I mentioned the Cal Hope number, everybody. I also mentioned the 833 number. I also wanted to mention to you the 317 number. Yeah, 833-317. HOPE is a good one. The 415-609-2018 is another good one. And then, as you see here, the lifeline. So if you get into the orange and especially in the red zone, call the lifeline 988. Because that means you're thinking about harming yourself and maybe others. So here again are some symptoms of struggles. And again, could be lack of connection. We feel sad, helpless, hopeless, and worthless. Yeah. We're not motivated and don't have much energy. Yep, I've seen that before. And then we have a change in appetite, weight gain or loss. Yeah, that happens. Difficulty sleeping or waking up. Yeah. Not interested in past activities. Yeah, that happens too. And then lastly, suicidal thoughts. Yep, very, very, very sad, friends. So again, take some time as you consider these things, again, these are things which causes struggles in all of us. Think to ourselves again, what can we do to again deal with this? And don't hesitate. Check in and call that 988 number, and they will definitely bring you some help. All right, everybody. Well, good. Thank you for letting me share that with you. All right. Now, we've also got one more thing to share with you, but I'm going to do that after I do our next song. So let me move this nice chart here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, everybody. So we just recently, as I mentioned, we celebrated again Memorial Day. So this song goes out there to all of you veterans out there. Okay, so here we go. Here we go. Oh, beautiful for spacious skies, for amber waves of gray, for purple mountains' majesties above the fruited plain. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful for heroes prove in liberating strife, who more than self their country love, and mercy more than love. America, America, God shed His grace on thee, and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, from sea to shining sea. All right, everybody. Glad to share that again in recognition of all of our veterans out there. All right, well, we've got a couple more things to share. Then we're going to do our final Aloha song, or in Samoa we say Talofa. Okay. Let me share this with you, everybody. This is the 50 ways to take a break. And then I'm going to share a little bit of school talk here with you. So yeah, look at our chart. So let me share with you the following. All right, let's see if I can find it. All right, well, I think the first one had to do with a candle. Yeah, where is the picture of the candle? Any of you ever lose a candle? Oh, here. So it says to light a candle. Yeah, that's a good way to deal with things. Okay. And then next is to rest your legs up on a wall. That's a good one. Yeah. And then finally, to let out a sigh. Whew. Yeah, maybe you got a lot of stress. You need to start sighing. All right. Well, finally, for our school talk program, we wanted to recognize the following schools. The Linwood Unified School District, ironically, I used to work there, has been named one of the 12 school districts in the nation to receive the first Artificial Intelligence, or AI, scary, K-12 Student Agency Award, honoring districts leading thoughtful, ethical, and student-centered approaches to AI, because, yeah, it's pretty tough, AI. But basically, Linwood Unified School District, they prepare students early and responsibly so they are not left behind as artificial intelligence becomes more integrated into college, careers, and everyday life. Yeah. So again, what the district does is they have expanded professional development for the teachers. They've launched some AI pilot classrooms, created a middle school AI after-school program, and provided access to staff with AI tools to support instruction and operations. Again, AI is used to support research, writing, problem solving, and critical thinking, while also learning about ethics, bias, and responsible use. So, yeah, they learn all that. So, good job, Linwood School District. I'm proud to have worked there a long time ago, long before AI. Next, we wanted to recognize the California Exemplary Arts Education programs, and they are the following: Prairie Vista Middle School, Hawthorne School District, Miracosta High School, Manhattan Beach Unified School District, and the Orange County School of the Arts in Orange County, of course. So, again, congratulations to all of you. And I just thought about something. I got to make a note. Enpine has a performing arts scholarship, and we're going to make all of you aware of that so that you can encourage your students to apply. Yeah, good job. All right, well, that's it for school talk. And again, we appreciate all that you do out there. And let me pull up the beautiful picture of the island of my ancestors, Samoa. And there's their flag. And again, the map of Samoa. Well, we look forward to seeing everybody next week. And thanks for joining us on our story, which is called School Talk Story and Ukulele Dad. But here we go for our final Aloha song. So in Samoa, we say tofa. Same thing in the island of Tuvalu as well. They say tofa. So here we go. Aloha from Hawaii. Kukuimu from Solomon Islands. Adios from the Mariana Islands. Aloha from the Kingdom of Tonga. Goodbye from Papua New Guinea. Haere from the Cook Islands. Haere from New Zealand. Aotearoa. Yakwe from the Marshall Islands. Mr. Kuni. Me'ikun from Palau. Mothe from Fiji. Nana from Tahiti. And Tofa from Tuvalu and the islands of Samoa. Again, good to see everybody, and take some aloha to the world. Take care, everybody. Aloha.